What's up, guys? So you can see here my new rear shock did show up, and I was going to leave it in the pack and open it up on the video, uh, but Wyatt's curiosity got the best of him and he tore into it, which was fine because I was kind of curious to check it out myself too. But anyway, I'll show you what I got going on here. This is the top mount, and right here is the air box. The air box kind of wraps around the rear shock. So what I done was I removed the side panels. I seen how the air box kind of wrapped around the shock, and I thought at first I might have to remove the seat and take the air box out, and to try to make it easier to get the shock out. But after I got to looking, I went and got my floor jack and I jacked the bike up underneath the frame here to relieve the tension on the shock bolts and the swing arm. And I took the bottom bolt out of the shock and I came up here and loosened this one just so it could swing free. And what I was able to do was take the bottom of the rear shock and swing it forward this way. And down in here is a hole. So when I swung it forward, I came back up to the top and pulled the bolt out, and that allowed me to actually drop the whole shock out through this hole and pull it out, and it came out super easy, no problem. Here are the shocks side by side. This is the old shock. Like I said, there's not much to it. There's no rebound, there's pretty much no dampening. You're just riding on the coil. The only adjustment this shock has is the nut on top of the coil. You can put more tension on the coil or less tension depending on how you want it to ride. The new shock, it has a rebound adjustment right here. This whole knob turns and you can speed the rebound up or slow it down. And then there's an air valve up here. Now, I'm not going to add any air to it. I don't want to take any chance on messing the shock up or blowing any seals out. I do have a mountain bike air shock pump. If I do decide to try to add some air to it, to add some compression to it, that's what I'll use. But I'm going to try not to mess with it because I don't want to mess up a new shock. I'm just going to see how it does at first. And I'll play with the rebound adjustment, and I've also got the nut on the coil on this shock that I can put some more tension on it if I need to. But I'm gonna just throw it in and see how it goes at first. You notice the mounts on this shock are not as wide as the stock, so I'm gonna have to make some spacers or figure something out to be able to get this shock in and to be able to make it tight. But as far as the bolt holes go, I mean, it looks like the bolt's gonna fit in there like it's supposed to, like it did in the stock shock. I just have to get those spacers figured out for side to side. But yeah, that's what I've got going on right now, and I'm gonna get back to work on this thing and see if I can get this in, and I'll put another video on here when I get it on and get to check the shock out and check out the adjustability and all that stuff. So I appreciate you guys watching the video, and stay tuned. Subscribe if you hadn't. I'll be putting plenty more videos on here later, and we'll see you guys next time.